I started this series last week. I would continue it. I tend to finish this part of the series, and we titled it Healthy Relationship. In the first service, I actually made a statement that you select your friendship or you select your relationship because they determine if you are going to attain your full potential. Failure in life or success in life is hinged on the relationship we nurture or the relationship we keep. Tell me who are your friends, I'll tell you how far you go in life. Most of the time we blame the devil for a lot of things that the devil is not even involved in. Your friends, your relationship you keep, the relationship we nurture is what determines how far we go in life. That's just the truth. And that's why Jesus himself and through the mouth of Paul will admonish us on the kind of relationship we should have. The scripture will record in 2 Corinthians that we should not be equally yoked with unbelievers. Because what is the relationship between light and darkness? The reason why Paul will write that through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit is because what determines your success in life, what determines your happiness in life, what determines you being able to accomplish in life is just your relationship. Because the relationship you keep is what actually creates the atmosphere you live in. Your atmosphere is determined by the people around you. If you want to have an atmosphere of joy, you begin to carefully select the people that is going to be around you. And that's why the Bible admonishes us that, guess what? You have to intentionally select your relationship. One thing I told them in the first service is that in this series, I can permit you, and I'm sure the Bible is permitting you, if a relationship is toxic, if you are in a relationship that is not taking you anywhere, you have every right to terminate that relationship. It's very important. Because how your success in life is going to be hinged on the relationship you keep. Where you are right now is as a result of the relationship and the things around you. It's not the devil. It's the things around you, the people around you, the people that speaks to your life. They're what makes you. Guess what? You are the replica of your friendship. The relationship you keep or nurture is exactly what you are represented. It's represented in you. I told them in the first service, most of the time we Christians, we always love to look through the windows of life. When you look through the windows of life, you don't see any other person. You don't see yourself, but you see every other person. That's why you see people come to church and say, well, the church is not friendly. But are you friendly? It is what you see. It is what you are that you see. Now, have you discovered that sometimes when you are not looking for a thing, you don't see? But the moment you begin to look for a thing, you begin to see the thing all over the place, even around you. So you are the mirror, or you are your relationship. If the people around you, if the people that create your atmosphere, they are toxic, it simply tells me that you are toxic. I'm sorry to say that. Sorry to say that. I don't mean to insult anybody here, but it's just the truth. If you look at your friends and you see what they do and you are really, really not happy about them, maybe you have a friend that gossip, you have a friend that yap, you have a friend that does crazy thing, lie, Guess what? That's exactly who you are. It's just that you're looking through the window, you're not looking through the mirror. If you check the mirror carefully, you will discover you carry the resemblance of those friends and those things you think they are doing that you don't like. You have it in your life. Because like begat like. Show me who your friends are. I will show you your person. So your relationship determines you. Last week we talked about that God created us for community. We are created for community. There's no one that's an island. We are created for community. We are wired for relationship. People succeed when they are in community. People succeed when they are in relationship. Why? Because guess what? God is all-knowing. Everything I will need in life to succeed is not in me. It's in someone. It's actually in someone to bring out in me. And so if I decide to live life lonely, if I decide to live life by myself, guess what? I will not reach my full potential. Because for everywhere, for every level you will get to in life, you need someone to connect with. Amen? The reason why most of us, most especially Christian folks in church, oh, these people don't like me, I'm not going to stay alone. And they just want to stay alone. They want to be by themselves. Guess what? When you be by yourself, the only person you fellowship with is the devil. Because he's going to mess up with your mind. He's going to mess up with your mind. So we're not wired to be alone. God even said it himself. It is not good for a man to be alone. It's not only a wedding message. It's not good for a man to be alone. I will make for him a helpmeet. That means there's something this man that I made that I say is very good. There's still something lacking in him, but I'm not going to deposit it in that man. I will give it to a woman. Because I want this man to live in a community. Very important. And every time you have a community, there is going to be offense that will be present in that community. I have never seen a place where you have two human beings and there's no quarrel. So it's not the news if you come to a place and someone offends you. That offense is only waiting for the manifestation of the fruit of the Spirit in you. Am I communicating here? Jesus himself said it. He says, offense must surely come. Offense will come. If you're going to live in this world, if you if you live according to God's design to live in a community, if you're going to live the way God wired you to be in relationship, you will be offended. You will be offended. You know the best way to live? When offense comes, this is welcome offense. Are you here now? Welcome. I was expecting you since yesterday. How long are you going to be in this place? When you're ready, when you are done, shut the door and you can leave. Thank you. I'm not going to be involved in this. That's the best way to treat offense. Because they will come. My wife is going to offend me. Maybe today, or maybe tomorrow. But offense will come. But guess what? Before the offense comes, I've already prepared to say, okay, that's fine. We are human beings. That's fine. Let's move on. Because I also offend people. Amen. So we are wired for community. You cannot do life by yourself. We are not wired to do life by ourselves. We are wired to do life together. That's why if you look at the way God orchestrated this whole thing, in Genesis chapter 1, God created the heavens and earth. In Genesis chapter 2, he made man out of the dust. Amen. In Genesis chapter 3, we saw the mix up. Then Genesis chapter 4, God now begins to create what? Family. Genesis chapter 5, God created a community. Amen. That's how God operates. So he wants us not to be alone. He wants us to be connected one to another because your blessing is in someone. Your breakthrough is in someone. So the moment you deny that relationship, you are denying yourself of a blessing and you are denying the people around you of a blessing. And so God don't like when we are alone. Amen. And I always say those that are alone always will die alone. What you are looking for or what you're going through, someone just came out of it. And the beauty of this is that if you really follow God, you will come in contact with the guys that just came out of what you're about to go through. In your workplace, as you go to the bank, God, for some reason, that's how He orchestrated our lives. For some reason, you just meet someone and you're talking about something. Say, well, that's what I'm just going through. Why? No, it didn't happen by accident. God is trying to tell you a message. We are in a community. The moment you avail yourself to that and says, I am in a community, I just have to. But I'm not telling you to just start picking everybody and say, we're in a community, get all your friends. I'm just telling you, select your friend. Remember what I said? Select your relationship. You select your relationship. That you have to vet. You have to vet before you allow people to into your life. Can I hear loud amen? Because we need each other to succeed in life. We started by saying that We are created for community, we are wired for relationship, and we are made to go through life together. Can I hear loud amen? Can I hear loud amen? In this first service, I ended by this. I'm going to start from where I ended. That you select your relationship because they determine if you will reach your full potential. Your relationship determines how far you go in life. Your relationship determines your happiness in life. Your relationship determines how healthy you will be in life. Your relationship determines how successful you will be. That's why you must carefully select your relationship. So we talked about the 4 types of relationship you should look for. 4 types of relationship you should crave for. 4 kind of things that you are looking for when you're talking about relationship. And that's where we stopped first service. Number 1 is that you must look for potential values. Potential values. You have it there. Thank you. This relationship helps you to bring out the untapped potential within you. If you are going to select relationship, if you are going to, which I expect every member of this church to do, to check your relationship again. Check the people around you. Check the people that are speaking to you. Check the people that you listen to. Check the people that you call anytime you are in trouble. Check those people that you call when you are celebrating. Those are the guys I want you to think about. Think about them. If I'm one of them, think about me. I want you to weigh me. I want you to judge me by these 4 things I'm talking about. If I don't have this, you don't need me in your life. I want you to evaluate every relationship you are in and mirror them with these 4 things. It will save you. It will bring you to the place God wants you to be if you are careful enough to pay attention and to be detailed and to be intentional about this. The first thing you look for a relationship is that what potential value do I have? Can this person bring the best in me? In talking about this, I talked about the relationship between Saul and Samuel. Very key. It was a relationship that was developed through the power of God. Why? What you have in you, somebody has to bring it out. You don't have the potential to bring what you have in you. Someone has to bring it out. The anointing, the grace to bring out your potential to light is in the hands of someone because God has created us for community. So that you will not be self-dependent. You will depend on one another. That's how we are interconnected in life. Everything I will ever need in life is not in me. It's in you. Everything most of you guys need is in here. I have to bring it out for you guys. That's the way God wires these things. The grace of God over my life is not for my use. If not, by now I would have been somewhere bigger. But it's for your use so that you can use it. And when you are fulfilled, you in turn return back and look at me and says, we'll give it to you. That's why Paul will write. He says, if I sow spiritual things, it's important for you to sow carnal things to me. Because the carnal things I don't have. But my spiritual things that I'm sowing in you will be able to activate the gift of God in you and make you rich in all goodness, in all God's goodness. In return, you have to take care of my physical need. That's what Paul writes. So in this case, it's very, very key. Potential values. You're looking for a friendship that sees your potential. You're not going out with people that mourn with you, people that celebrate where you are. You are looking for people that can say, you know what, I see greatness in you. They're not settling for where you are right now. They are seeing beyond you. They are looking and they found potentials in you. And they speak to those potentials in you. Not people that just have pity party. You know, an average human being wants someone that will pity with them, that would weep with them. Think about it. How many of your friends, most people, you see them, when they're calling, their friends are actually the same people in the same level with them, going through the same thing. No, don't mind them. Me and you. The problem has brought them to become one. They are related by trouble. That will not be your portion. I was telling them in the first service when my son was sending our son Ike to school, we told him, don't look for people that is in your level. Go for someone that is higher than you. Make friends with them. Because they will bring you up. They will not take you down. If you look for people in your level, guess what? You will be stuck in life. Look for somebody better than you. Look for people that can speak over you, that can discover the untapped potentials in you. You don't need people that will be pity-partying you. That's what one thing I don't do, and many people have left this church because of that. I don't pity-party anybody because I can see greatness in you guys. I know you can be great. I know you will succeed. I know you can do it. So there's no point celebrating where you are. There's no point celebrating that because that's not the best of you. Can I hear loud amen? Am I communicating here? So the Bible says this guy was looking for his father's donkey. 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse number 19. Give it to me, son. Oh, Samuel, thank you. Great guy. These guys are doing great. And Samuel answered Saul. Now, we know the story. Let me give you a background of this story. It's very key. Saul's father's name is Kish. Am I right, Kish? And he lost some of his donkeys. So he looks for his son and told Saul, one of his faithful sons, to go search all through the city and go to the neighboring towns to look if he can find the donkey that is missing. You know, in life, we are looking for the thing that will make you great is that donkey that is you're looking for. That is lost. Every one of us is in search. You may not know what you are looking for now. But when we do life searching for something. What brings us to that place, what makes us find what we're looking for, is the kind of relationship we pursue, is the kind of relationship we are connected to. There was no way he would have gotten the news if he had never come in contact with Samuel. Samuel is the one that have the ability to bring out the potential value in Saul. The Bible says he met Samuel at the gate, and Samuel says, look at what Samuel says. And Samuel answered and said, I am the seer. You need a seer. It is the seer that sees potential and great value in you. For most relationships that people have, they don't have seers. They have blinders. Am I communicating? Who is a blind folk? Oh, you just call them, hello, look for a name. Jessica, how are you? Fine. Oh, it has been bad, man. This is happening to me. Oh, poor you. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. I went through it too. It's going to be fine. Okay, just trust God. It's going to be fine. Nothing anymore. Oh, no, it's the enemy. Jessica is the enemy. You know that lady there, you know that other friends that we have hates your guts. You see that one there doesn't really like you. See the way they greet you? It's just where you are. Don't you? No, you don't need such friends. Look at the friends you need. The seers. That's, oh, you lost your way? Donkey is missing? I will show you how to find it. Those are the friends you need. Look at what it says. It says, go up before me onto the high place. So you are in a low place. You are in the place of despair. You are in the place of discouragement. Come, let's go to the high place. I will show you everything in your heart. Those things you have not been able to uncover, I will help you to uncover them. I will show you the greatness in you. I will show you how where you are right now is not the best. The best is yet to come. There are men and women that sees the great potential in you and begins to address the potential in you and not the problem around you. Those are relationships you want to pursue. Not relationship that gives you excuse for where you are. Not blamers. But as those that place responsibility on you and tell you you can do this. It's not yet over. You can fix this. This can work again. Let's go to the high place. And I will tell you everything in your heart. The things you don't even know, I will tell you. Did that happen? Yeah. He was looking for a donkey, he found the kingdom. Why? It connected to potential value relationship. What is your connection? You need to change some of them. The second thing we talked about in the first service, you getting something out of this? Sometimes it's good to do just one service, one message, so that everybody hears the same thing. So I'm trying to. The second thing is the positive values. Positive value raise your morale. They help build you up. They check the things in your life that are corrupt. They are positive influence in your life. They tell you where you are wrong and say you need to change this. They don't condone negativity in your life. They pinpoint the negativity and help you find your way out of it. Those are positive values. Those are friends you need. Not men and women that will condole or console you, but they do not point you to the place of your freedom or redemption. They help tell you, they help show you how to navigate your way from where you are to where you are supposed to be. Those are friends, those are relationships you want to nurture. Those are relationships you want to keep. Men and women that challenge you to be your best. They bring out the best out of you. They look for the best and they bring out the best out of you. And they help you to become the best. That's a relationship we're going to be healthy. That's the relationship which you pursue. First, the one that carries what? Potential, that see your potential value. They don't see you for where you are. They see the things in you. Samuel did not see Saul for where he is. A man looking for donkeys. He saw kingship in him. Don't befriend anyone that tolerates you. Don't be in a serious relationship with the ones that tolerate your dysfunctionalities. But be in a relationship with those that challenges you to be better. You may not like it, but they make you better person. The purpose of relationship is to make us better. It's to improve our value and improve our stock. To make us great, to make us better in life. Not bitter in life, but better. Can I hear loud amen? Number 3 is personal values. Divine connection, divine flows. You are just connected with them. Personal values. Let me take you to, give you a scripture. These guys are great. Amen. They just have this note. Amen. Luke chapter 1. Let me use the scripture to explain this. Are you getting something out of this? It's good to build it. I know if we can. Because guess what? Your success in life hinges on the people around you. Trust me. Because they make you or they break you. Let's just pause and think for a moment. Most of the headache you've gone through in life is caused by the people around you. So think about it. If you now begin to have the right team, the right people around you, the guys and ladies that fits you. Not everybody fits me. Not everybody fits my kind of life. But there are people in life that fits me. There are people in life, not everyone fits me. Not everyone hears my message. And I know that. So I'm not called to, when you see people say I'm called to the whole world. No, I'm not called to the whole world. Amen. I'm only called to a selected few that understand me. That my destiny connects with their destiny. I'm not called to everybody. And I don't pretend to be called to everybody. I'm only called to few because in relationship, there is personality. There is a personal value. And that comes through divine flow. Having to board the same plane, in the same ship, going to the same direction. Can I hear loud amen? Can I hear born again amen? Oh, Jesus. Okay, Luke. What did I say? Luke. Luke chapter 1. Give me verse. Give me verse 39. How many of you know Mary? Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary was just by herself. She wasn't looking for any trouble. I think she was about 17-year-old. Scripture records that God just actually invited himself into Mary's life, like he's done into your life today. And Mary was pregnant. This is what Mary did. Mary had an understanding that for her to reach the full potential for the prophecy that is upon her, she needs to change her relationship and align herself personally to Elizabeth. In life and in relationship, you will always find the somewhere. In every relationship, you need a somewhere. In the corporate world, they call them mentors. They are somewhere. But it's unfortunate that in the church, people don't want to submit themselves to mentoring. In the world, in the business world, that's why Jesus himself will say, the people of this world, they are smarter than the people of the kingdom. Because the people of the world understand the place of somewhere. They also have an understanding of Elizabeth. What did Mary do? The Bible says that as soon as the angel visited Mary and told Mary that Elizabeth, your auntie, is also pregnant with John the Baptist, and the ministry of John the Baptist is connected to the ministry of Jesus. In fact, it's the way maker for Christ. What did Mary do? Before now, Mary had friends. Mary changed her friends because her destiny has been altered. If Mary had continued with the same teenager girl's friends that she has, Jesus will not have a proper foundation. Am I communicating here? How dare you keep the same friend? I said, please, I beg, disclaimer, I don't mean to insult anybody here. My responsibility is to tell you guys the truth. And yours is to take it. If you don't want to take it, that's fine. I say many people, oh, this is my childhood friend. We've been friends since high school, primary school. What are you still doing with them? That's why you're not going anywhere. Hello? The one that brought you here don't have the power to take you there. Our problem is we stick to the one that brought us out. Moses brought them out of Egypt. It is Joshua that must take them in. So, what am I saying, Pastor? When things were young, when you are a teenager, when you are still a bachelor or a spinster, you can hang out with your friends. But when you get married, you need to cut off those things and begin to connect. That's how you succeed in life. You cannot get stuck with the friends you know since 20 million years. Their usefulness is gone. You are in a different atmosphere. You need to find people that will help you bring the best that you need in the area and the season that you are in your life. For every season, there is a peculiar friendship that you need or relationship that you need to nurture. Oh, we went to primary school together. See my boyfriend. You get stuck in primary school. That's where you're going to get stuck. Hello? Hello? Am I speaking to somebody? That's one of our biggest problems. Oh, no. My childhood friend from back home, when you guys were playing ball, soccer in the field. When you guys were playing soccer with barefoot. That's what brought you guys friendship. Your friendship is based on that primitive things we were doing. Then now you want to go to the next level and you want to hold on to that friendship. How will you get to the next level? Tell me. Mary had to relocate because what I'm carrying is precious. And there's somebody that already experienced what I'm experiencing. I need to connect with the one. Because by now, Elizabeth was 6 months pregnant. She has an experience. So Mary says, I can't hang out with these inexperienced people. Yes, they have been my friends. We do things together. But they are not needed for where I'm going to. There's a change of address for me. I need to find the people that carries what it takes for me to get there. And hold on to them. That's what Mary did. So he visited Elizabeth. The Bible says when Elizabeth saw Mary, the baby in her womb, lip, connection, personal. Have you noticed that if you come in contact with somebody that is ahead of you in life, that has what you carry, when they open their mouth, you will know that I need this person. So be humble enough. Our problem is that we're not humble. We're not humble. You know what we do? That's when we now come and say, okay, which school did you go? And you begin, instead of you to be humble enough to just shut up your mouth, let the person download, and you take note. I experienced that too. You didn't experience anything. Just to make yourself puffed up. Huh? Be humble. Can I take notes? What happened? That's how you do it. Hello? Anytime I meet any person, as a pastor, I shut up my mouth and hear them. I don't talk. And I take note. I write it down. Please talk that in again. I write, I put it there. I store it. I've gained knowledge. Till tomorrow. Oh, you see people, the moment they come among their girlies, how do they call it? Girls party or girls outing. Everybody's now trying to. No. The wise people keep quiet. They don't talk much. They begin to take information from everybody and they store it. That's wise people. But people that are going nowhere, men take out, nobody recognize you after you finish talking. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Anybody can talk anything. Sometimes when people begin to, no, don't believe everything. Wait. If you say something, I check your life. If it didn't match, I believe your life more than what you are saying. That's the action. Talk is too cheap. People were talking. Okay, what is the proof? Making sense? So Mary was connected to Elizabeth. She did not say, I am the mother of the Savior. And this old woman is the mother of the forerunner. No. She took her bag. She said, I am the one that needs this now. There is no need of position right now. There is no need of what I've attained. There is no need of degree here or degree there or no degree there. There is no need of I'm older than him or older than her. No need. She has something that I'm looking for. I don't care whether it's the bishop, I'm a bishop, but it doesn't matter. She has something I'm looking for. Let me humble myself, go to her. Mary was the mother of Jesus. The angel told Mary. But she humbled herself. So that Elizabeth can speak to our life. You need Elizabeth in your life. People that will show you the way. And number 4. Is this my time? Production value. We have potential values. People that see potential values in you, positive values. People that raise your morale, your attitude, better attitude, help you to be the better of you. We have personal values, people that have a divine flow, you have a divine connection with them. Number 4, production values. They are people that get things done. They help lift you up. They are your lifter. I call them the John the Baptist. There was no way Jesus would have pulled the crowd is pulling if John the Baptist was not there. I don't care how smart you are, you need John the Baptist. They may not be in your level, but they are connected with you to bring you to the place of your fulfillment. John the Baptist was a forerunner, but Jesus needed him. Be humble enough to identify the John the Baptist in your relationship. And be humble enough to bow to those John the Baptists so that they can help you pave the way so that your journey can be quick and easy. John the Baptist was having crusade. Everybody knows John the Baptist. Nobody knew Jesus. Nobody knew Jesus. But it was John the Baptist that introduced Jesus. Remember when they came for baptism? Jesus says no. John says, no. You are the Messiah. You must baptize. Jesus says, no, let's fulfill righteousness. Forget about Savior or no Savior. Let's fulfill righteousness. I bow down, you baptize me. And when he baptized him, and Jesus was going, what did he say? Behold. Everybody had him. From that day, the ministry of John the Baptist ended. Jesus took over. Because Jesus was waiting for John the Baptist to introduce him. You need an introduction. You need somebody to introduce you to life. You need a friend that introduces you to life. I've seen friends that odd. They are somewhere they can't even tell you how they succeeded. You need those friends. Anyone that cannot tell you the secret of their success is not your friend. There's no mystery to success. Oh, it's my friend. Anyone that will not be able to sit you down says, you know what? I will take you to the place, the person that made me. I will take you to that person. That person is not your friend. Friendship is not when someone gives you money every time. That's slavery. True friendship shows you the way. Come, let me take you to where I made it from. Don't believe in him. He's giving you money, so he's my friend. No! Slavery. It's your slave master. Know your friends. Look at mentoring. The ability to show you what I've done, what made me successful, how I conduct my life. And it's the biggest pitfall from people from where I came from. Pratim. There are our fathers that have cured all manner of disease, but they hid the secret to themselves. They died and they buried the secret. You know it, we know it. Because no good relationship. Anyone that cannot tell you the secret of your success is not your friend. What stopped me from telling you what is yours, what is mine is mine? What's the big deal? Hey, I'm going to hide it. It's for only me. No. You have to. Think about your friends. The one you are calling friends, have they been able to tell you? Did they show you the way? They're only getting breakthrough. You are not getting breakthrough, and you are their friends. Are you not seeing something wrong there? Are you not seeing something wrong? And you still call them friends. Get a divorce that friend and look for somebody that will become your John the Baptist. Hello? I'm telling you the bitter truth, and that's the truth. That's how to be healthy. You're not healthy in that kind of relationship because it's one-sided. Any man that cannot expose their success, their ways, the things they did that made them great, they can't expose them to you. They are not your friends. A true friend would show you everything. Because they are rooting for you to succeed. Guess what? If you succeed, you're not even going to reduce their money. There's enough money in this world to go around. It's only the greedy people up there. Sometimes. Not all the time. Am I communicating here? I am preaching this message. This is the purpose of this message. For you to begin to evaluate all your friendship, all the relationship you have. If they are not healthy, you can't go anywhere with unhealthy relationship. Some relationship you have to stop and find another good one. And when you meet the person, says, are you willing to be transparent? I will be transparent. Are you willing to be transparent with me? Tell me when I'm wrong. Be bold enough to tell me, no, I disagree with you. That's true friendship. Amen. Where am I now? Yes, we're done with that. Let me begin to do this. I told them I was going to start from this, and I'm just getting down here. What makes relationship healthy? We want to deal with that. And the word relationship is two words, relate and ship. I took time to get the definition of relate. And this is the definition I got for relate. It says, it's to make or show a connection between. To make or what? Or show a connection between. So in helping me expand on this teaching, I decided to pick each of those letters in relate and talk on each of one of them and how they affect the health of a relationship. Amen? So the first one is R. There's no way you can have a healthy relationship without that letter R. And R stands for respect. If I don't respect you, I cannot have a healthy relationship with you. If you don't have respect, if the person you are dealing with does not respect you, the relationship is toxic. It's not healthy, it's bad. The first thing to a relationship is respect. Respect for the other, the respect for the other person. You can't be healthy in any relationship where there is no respect. It's the beginning. It's the alpha of relationship. Let me give you a scripture to back it. Respect everyone and love the family of believers. Fear God, respect the king. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse number 17. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 17. It says, respect everyone and love the family of believers. Fear God and respect the king. Because it's the foundation for any genuine or authentic relationship. Ability to have respect. If I have respect for you, I will not gossip you. If I have respect for you, I will not abuse you. Any relationship that abuse is present is an indicator that respect is absent. And that relationship will not work. It's a matter of time. Most especially those of us that are females. A guy is abusing you and disrespecting you and is still telling you he loved you. That is a lie. It's a big lie. One of the byproducts of respect is love. Somebody says he respects you. Someone says you are in a relationship and it's abusing you. It's a sign. Run away, if not you're going to die there. Verbal abuse, physical abuse is a sign of lack of respect. Vice versa. Sometimes women abuse the man too. In fact, verbal abuse, women do it better when they use their mouth to run. Ministry of the mouth. Before you talk one, they are in the 20th sentence. And you just give up and says, okay. And the ladies say, not you guys, the ladies out there, that's what I'm saying. You guys are good. You are good. You have not had complaint from you guys. But you get it. So Peter is saying, respect every man. Respect. What is respect? It's put people in your shoes. People in your shoes. The golden rule is what you don't want others do to you, don't do it to them. That's respect. If you don't want people to walk out on you, don't walk out on anyone. That's respect. Treat them as you treat you. How do you want to be treated? You want people to pay attention to you when you're speaking? Then pay attention to people when they speak. That's respect. Do to others as you want them to do to you. That's the golden rule. Established by Jesus himself. You don't want anyone to talk to you in a loud voice, then don't do it. Be intentional. If you are going to be respectful, we have to be intentional in our relationship. I see husband and wife, they're in a relationship and you say you respect your spouse and you do things behind them. What kind of respect is that? You don't seek their consent in doing things. That's not good. No, it's bad. It's disrespect. If you have done that to your spouse, go and beg them and tell them I'm sorry. Or you, the wife, you are building a house for your father somewhere, and your husband did not know. That's disrespect. Or you are from the back, you are sending money home. Western Union. Disrespect. It's disrespect. Because when your husband does it to you or your wife does it to you and it provokes you and you're doing it, it's disrespect. Guess what respect is? Treating your spouse as a king or a queen. According them all the dues, all the respect, honoring them, bestowing on them or respect. Amen. To respect is to honor another person. It means to place proper value and worth on an individual. To respect is to honor another person, and it means to place a proper, look at that word I use, proper value on the worth of an individual. Proper value on the worth of that person. That's respect. This lady is the daughter of a God. I can't just disrespect her. I must be careful what I say to her or what I say to him. We'll deal with husband and wife very soon. We'll do marriage very soon. I want to reserve some things for that time. Amen. Amen. Am I touching some nerves now? I know that when you guys are silent. The E stands for encourage one another, becoming an encourager. Any relationship that encouragement is not in it, it's not a healthy relationship. Amen. If there's no encouragement in it, if there's no appreciation in it, if there's no acceptance in that relationship, it's a toxic relationship. I don't try to change my wife. I encourage her to be the best of her. And I know we are different. I appreciate the difference. Celebrate the difference. Celebrate it. I don't want to change her. That's respect. So I encourage her to be the best that she can ever be. You don't, when you begin to manipulate and control the people you are in relationship with, it's witchcraft. Oh, I want you to do this. I want it. No, shut up. Sometimes you go to see you're talking to some spouse. Well, I want her to be like this. For real? No, let her be who she is. Let him be who he is. Encourage them to be the best of their version. That's all you need to do. You can't change them. You can only encourage them to be the best. So for every healthy relationship, there is what we call encouragement, constantly flowing. Only you can do better. I see greatness in you. They become the best cheerleader for those of, look, anyone that will not encourage you, that relationship is toxic. People, she's not behaving like the way my father and my mother. For real? You want your wife to be like your mother? Then you would have married your mother. No, you would have gone to marry your mother. Then you have exactly, you don't have to compare. You just carry mama. Why am I getting to marriage today? Or you want your husband to be like your father. When we were growing, my father used to take care of me. Yeah, marry him. Go marry him. I see my mom. My mom will always do, my dad will always do this for my mom. Why did you bother marrying me? Go marry your dad. I cannot be your dad. We're two different personalities. Can I hear loud amen? This is a clip for the ones coming up. Take care of some business. Amen. But we have to encourage. They have to be encouraged. Any relationship you are in and there is no encouragement, get out of that relationship. If they're not encouraging to be the best that you can ever be, if all you are doing in that relationship is to be mourning and complaining, get out of that relationship. I am telling you, get out of that relationship. It will kill you. Can you imagine you're in a place and it's complaining? You don't grow in that kind of a place. It's a toxic environment. Your light will be dimmer every time we have this complaint. Complaint makes you lame. Complaint takes away light from the life of a man. Get encouragement. Be encouraged. How are we doing? We're doing great. We're marching on from glory to glory. Are we there yet? No, but we're moving on. We're improving on a daily basis because we're encouraging one another in this journey. That's what you want in your relationship. Whether marriage or whether any relationship you want to nurture. Ask yourself, is there any encouragement in this relationship? Are you encouraged? I know some relationship when there are some people you become friends with, you will always be checking your life and say, am I really in the same world? You don't need such relation. Let me tell you one relation you don't need. Anyone that will always want to rub it on your face, walk away. Walk away. They know you can't afford $50 shoe. Every time they see you, they're talking about their $100 shoe. Those ones that they are Satan sent to just, and you are happy. Have you gone to see a friend and you are just telling them, I just bought an Honda, I just bought this Honda, oh my God, come and see this friend. And say, Honda, I used it 5 years ago. That day, I cancel you as my friend. I've seen many of them like that. That's not a friend. The moment you are celebrating one thing, their next statement is they are telling you, is that you are celebrating? It's not a friend. Can I advise you? This is a holy advice. Change that friend. Don't fight with them. Just know they are not your friend. True friend, healthy relationship encourages you where you are. They don't put it at your face. Anyone that puts things at your face, they just called you from nowhere. Hey, Juliana, how are you? Fine. I just, man, God is just too good. Oh my God, God is just too good. My husband just bought me a brand new Mercedes-Benz. That's not the way to do good friendship. Because you are just making that girl or that lady look at the other and says, are you a man? Because the next thing the lady that has been having some good honeymoon with the wife, the next time with the husband, the next time the husband comes now, he's not even going to hug him. What happened? What happened? And the lady, I know how they behave. No, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? And the lady is not going to say anything to the guy. What is going on? And the guy already knows the fear of madam is the beginning of wisdom. So he just, okay. Then one good day, honey, yeah, you know my friend, yeah, I know. The husband just bought a good Mercedes-Benz. My own car. I know you are trying, but that's my own car. That needs to be upgraded. Amen. But the thing there is this. Some of those is for show. I'll tell you the truth. If God blesses me, I know who I tell about that blessing. And I know those people I downplayed. So that it does not rub on them as if I'm rubbing it on their face. It does not discourage them from living. It's very important. If you're going to be an healthy friend, you don't rub on your friends what they can't afford. You know your friends. You know your friends. If you know they can't afford this, don't talk about it. And if they happen to come to know, downplay it so that you can win them, so that they can be okay And they can feel, because we're all in a different stage in our lives. Trust me, we're all in a different stage. Well, every one of us, we're in a different stage in life. Some of us are just entering the tunnel. Some of us are in the middle of the tunnel. Some of us are almost getting off the tunnel. Some of us just got off the tunnel. But guess what? God's timing is always the best. Today may not be your time, but your time will surely come. It will surely come. It will surely come. All you need to do is hang out with the right people, have the right relationship, the relationship that is full of encouragement, the relationship that is full of promoting one another, valuing one another, having respect for one another. Let me just run through the other, and I'll leave it that way. Let's leave it. I think I'm done. I'm sure you are blessed today. But the best relationship anyone can nurture is having a relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. That is the key. That is the foundation. I always tell ladies that come to me and say, Pastor, I want to get married. The first thing I ask them is the guy, does the guy love God? If they say the guy loves God, I don't care whether he's tall, long, short, or I don't care. Go for that person, because everyone that can love God will love human. I don't care anybody that says, oh, I love human being. No, if you don't really love God, you can't love human being. And if you don't love human being, guess what? It's just a proof that you don't really love God. You can't love a parent without loving their child. The proof that you love me is your ability to love my kids. You can't, oh, I love you, but your kids, I can't stand your kids. You really don't love me. Amen? So the first relationship we want to nurture is the relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. When that relationship is healthy, every other relationship will be healthy. I told them in our first service, God has blessed me with a very, very healthy relationship with my wife. And she's a good friend of mine. I said this long ago. The reason why I love her is that she tells me exactly who I am. She doesn't miss word. And sometimes when she tells me, I resist her, even up to last week. So I just want to tell you guys, we are human beings. We all go through these things. But guess what? We must come out of it. You need someone that will tell you the truth. I was sharing with them just few weeks ago. We went to see a place. These guys, the building fund committee, they just got us a place. We went to see the place somewhere in County. I love the place. In fact, I was just praying, and Pastor Sam says to me, Pastor George, when we came to this place from Dedham, how do you feel? I said, I feel good. Say, are you feeling the same vibe? Is that how you put it? I said, how did you know this was the place? Yes, how do I know that this was the place? This place was the place. When I told them 427 is the place that the church should locate to when we're in Dedham. Then he now says, okay, the way you know it then, is it the same way you are knowing it now? And I told you I was going to pray about it. I was going to feel it. The next day, I didn't pray. I came and said, God has spoken. Let's go for it. Call the chairman. I'm all in it. This lady didn't go. And when I do that, I checked her. No movement. And she's great in saying that she will not just say because I love it, we should go for it. So, I'm not in it with you. The moment she says that, I'm not in it with you, I apply brake. 100 miles an hour become 25 miles an hour. Why? Because it's a healthy relationship. She's not afraid to say to me, I think you are wrong. Any relationship that cannot say it to your face is not a good relationship. I know for some of us, we want relationship of people that will always tell us how to make us feel good. Most of those relationships takes you nowhere. The true relationship that helps is the one that will look at you and says, you know what? You know I love you, yeah. But your mouth stinks. We need to do something about it. They're not only telling you the problem, they're helping you find solution. It's very, very important. We all need this. We live in a very toxic world that we have to begin to build authentic, honest relationship. And the moment we build it, you'll be amazed how peaceful and how healthy our own life will become. Because your relationship is what makes you. And that's why I'm super grateful for the relationship I have with my guys. The men in my connect group, super grateful. I was sharing with them in the first service. I have a speaking appointment engagement in Worcester next week, Saturday. I canceled because I need to hang out with my guys. Because it's a healthy relationship where we talk to one another. We're transparent. Trying to navigate life together because I can't do life alone. I needed this man. Every home, every individual, trust me, you can't do life alone. There are a lot of things you don't know that someone else know about. And that's why we are not a church made up of small groups. We are a church of small groups. We encourage every member to be part of one group, so that you can do life together, so that you can be strong, so that you don't want to go through life by yourself. Life is toxic. Life is dangerous. Every step you take, there's something there to trip you for. You need people around you. You need honest people. You need godly people. You need church people to be around you. People that will not backbite you. People that will not stab you. People that will be there for you, praying for you on a daily basis. That's why we're encouraging every member of this church to belong to one of these groups where we do life together. We don't come to this group to show our spirituality. We come to this group to say we're in the same boat, going to the same place, going through the same challenge in our lives. But I need you and you need me. If we bond together, if we move together, there's nothing that can conquer us. But if I move by myself alone, I can be easily defeated. And that's what we're encouraging you. That's the essence of this message, is that you look for a group in this church, if you're a member of this church, to belong to. They meet at different times, different places. It will help you. This group has made me a better man. It has made me improve my relationship with my sons tremendously. My wife is here, we live in weakness. I have a good relationship with them. I'm still building. Before this group, I don't. I'm just a dad. But I'm not involved in their life. I don't have a relationship with them. But after this, during my connection with this man, I call them young men, I begin to figure out what it means to be a dad. And I speak. I know this man can speak the same thing because we know how we feel and how he's helped us. Because the greatest and the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself is to have a healthy relationship, most especially a healthy family, where dad and mom can relate with the children. It makes the kids to be very healthy. For many of us, we grow up in family that is very toxic. And up to now, it's affecting some of us. But we are saying we can reverse that by having this understanding that we are created for community. We are wired for relationship. By having this understanding that I can't do life alone. No matter how smart I think I may be, I still need my sisters. I still need to collaborate my story with their story so that I can live and have a better life. That's what we want you guys to do. We know what is common. We want to actually, one of the things we want to do in Fountain of Grace, we want to solve the problem of homelessness. Homelessness in the sense, not a physical homelessness. Many of us don't have shelter. We don't have real friends. And we're saying we want to build a community of friends in this place where people meet in small groups, group of 10, group of 5, group of 8, of 10, 20. And all they do is to do life together. They pray for each other once a day, once a week. You know that every 1 week, your members are praying for you. Every 1 week, you talk to each other. Buddy, how are you doing? I just prayed for you. I said, building out. Because this world is just it's too much turbulence in this world. That we need to begin to come back to our own, building a community. Like I says, it starts with our relationship with Jesus Christ. So as we all stand on our feet, thank you for listening today. And thank you for coming to church. And I hope this has blessed you.
Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit us at Fountain of Grace, 427 Turnpike Street, Canton, Massachusetts, 02021. Or give us a call at 781-821-1121. Or feel free to give us an email at admin@fountainofgracebos.org, or visit us at our website at www.fogbos.org.